they did some things in this most recent update. You can see it's $99 if you use the code, which I think are definitely noteworthy. Into the dashboard, we have a fully integrated trade journal. This is awesome. So I decided to make a video about it. The no fees, you're no longer paying any fee. You're not paying any subscription fee. There's no activation fee. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. Listen, we're going to talk today about Tradeify 3.0. If you've been watching, or you're a longtime fan of mine, or you're on my Discord, or you know me, you know that I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Tradeify.
I mean, it's all right,
that I've had problems with them in the past, but now with these new rule changes and the stuff that they're doing over there, I had to come on here and make a video about this because I think there's things that are definitely worth talking about, things that they're definitely doing that, in my opinion, are going to be, really great for not just the prop firm industry, but for their firm in general. They're going that way. They're moving towards the way that Lucid is going. So let's go ahead and just take a look at these things together. Also, if you're looking to make a prop firm purchase, code RTF will get you discounts at most major firms like Lucid Trading, Perdia, Bull Knox, Trade Day, Tradeify, Humble Futures, Funded Futures Network, Xavius, YRM Prop, and many more. So check the description to find out more about these firms, their rules, and exclusive discounts for the RTF community. Let's go. Okay, so let's take a look at this together. We got Tradeify up here. We got the Tradeify 3.0. They have some different things that have happened here with Tradeify that I think are really great. Obviously there's some different things, like they have this new platform called TradeC. A lot of people really like. There's a lot of different things. We're going to go ahead and just grab one of these accounts. We'll come down here and take a look at these together. I was comparing the growth. I was comparing the select plan and then also the lightning plan. In my opinion, for what it's worth, select plan is probably the best plan. And we'll just look at the 50K together because that's the one that we usually compare on these channels here. Like we always are looking at 50K accounts. That's definitely the most popular account by far. So let's go ahead and take a look at this together. I want to take a look at a couple different things. Obviously the 50K on Tradeivate, it's going to be the same. It's 3K for the profit target, 2K for the trailing drawdown. That's pretty standard. We've got no daily loss limit, and there's a 40% consistency rule in the select program here for the 50K accounts with Tradeify. Now, there's no activation fee. They're doing a 4 contract size for 4 minis is your maximum size. And then we also have, if once you pass, you can choose either whether you want to go with the red pill, which is the daily payout plan, or if you want to go with the blue pill, which is the flex payout plan, where you don't get paid as frequently. However, you can get larger payouts if you're trying to build up your buffer a little bit more, or you like to take payouts a little bit less frequently like I do. Now, the thing with doing the daily payouts is that you have a max on your payouts. You can only do $1,000 max payout on the daily plan, where the flex plan, you can do up to $3,000 because it's every 5 days, right? Now, the other thing is with the daily plan, you have a daily loss limit of $1,000. So while you might be really great at trading, maybe you're a person that's taking $1,000 out of the market every day in one of these 50K accounts, you are going to have a daily loss limit. So you can't, go crazy with this and just try to max out everything and get paid. Now, to pass, you're going to need 3 days to pass. It's a 40% consistency rule. So you're going to need at least 3 days to pass. Now, this is the first major thing about these that I love that's different now than it used to be, is that they've changed the subscription fees. There's no longer a subscription fee. There's no longer an activation fee. You just pay this one-time price. So with this right now in the 50K account, you can see it's $99 if you use the code. If you guys want to use my code for this particular prop firm, it's a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie, but for this prop firm, my code is 3879, which is a little strange. Or you can use the link in the description. That's another way that you can support me. That'd be super helpful and I'd appreciate it. So let's go back and take a look at these together now. So we've got Tradeivate, we've got wealth charts, and now one of the things that they also did along with this sale that they've made now is the fact that you can trade on Rhythmic now. It's not just Tradeivate anymore. You can trade on Rhythmic. So any of the Rhythmic platforms are usable with Tradeify. That means you have things like Sierra Chart. That means you have Bookmap. That means you have any of those awesome platforms that you want to trade with, Quant Tower, Motive, anything, Addis, whatever it is that you choose to trade with. All of those are options now, and you can really see, what the different things are that you can do. Plus, they also put, this is another thing they've got going on in this new particular Tradeify 3.0, right? Let me see if I can find that thing together. Okay, here we go. So now we got Tradeify 3.0. These are the program updates and improvements, some of the new things that they've done. So I've already talked about the things that matter the most to me, which are the no fees. You're no longer paying any fee. You're not paying any subscription fee. There's no activation fee. You just pay a one-time fee with my code 3879, which is great if you're someone that's learning. You don't have that pressure on you anymore about having to pass, and you don't have the pressure anymore about having to pay for your activation fee after you go ahead and you pass your evaluation. So let's talk about some of the other stuff too, though, because there's more rules and there's more things that we need to take a look at together. So in 3.0, we've got a couple things that we want to look at. Here's the 3.0 program update. So they have this performance reward pool, which is in every live account, which is very similar to what other programs are doing. It's in line with the same kind of things that are happening at Lucid. There's other places that are also doing this reward pool, which is basically giving you a way to withdraw more money if you're disciplined and you're not over leveraging and trading aggressively, right? So you can earn up to $90,000 in additional rewards. You got bigger rewards for disciplined traders, brand new user experience across the Tradeify platform. There's an instant funded activation. There's no more subscriptions, one-time fees only, new platforms, Rhythmic, and you've got TradeC, and they've got a trading journal now, which is fully integrated. So this is in line with what they're doing at Top Step with the merger with the futures desk. They have that going on. I'm super excited about this. I think this is really great for Tradeify, honestly. This is really, really good. So a major upgrade to the Tradeify experience in how traders are rewarded, funded, and scaled. So let's take a look at this reward pool by the different account sizes that they have. So if you get to the Tradeify Elite Live account, which is a performance reward pool account, right? This creates a clear, structured way, additional rewards on top of trading profits. So the maximum reward per account, let's look at the 50K together. You've got a 50K. Now the reward pool will be $4,000. So if you're multiplying across that, if you have 5 times 4,000, that would be a $20,000 reward pool. And for the bigger accounts, like the 12,000 down here, they have an example for it. If you have 5 times 12,000, then you have up to a $60,000 total reward pool. So there's a lot of money there that can be unlocked if you do some things. So let's look at what some of those are, because it's a boost is what you're getting here. So select plan traders who demonstrate discipline and consistency during their sim-funded phase are rewarded with a larger pool. The 1.5 performance multiplier is exclusively available to select plan traders. And that's one of the reasons that I want to go with select. I don't really want to go with the growth. I like the select plan because if I'm trading well and I'm trading in a way that's disciplined and structured, I can unlock more money with them than I would be able to normally, right? So the next thing that we need to take a look at together here. So there's the qualification criteria, and this is what happens while you're trading in sim. If you're trading in the sim funded, and meaning you've passed your evaluation and then you're in the sim funded stage before you get moved to live. If you're in the sim funded stage, you have to demonstrate discipline and consistency during their sim funded page, and they're rewarded with a larger pool. So your consistency score needs to stay below 40%, which is totally doable, and you never ever can exceed 75% of your maximum drawdown. So if you have a 50K account and your maximum withdrawal or your maximum drawdown is $2,000, you can never hit $1,500, which means basically you can't just trade super big and reckless. You want to be consistent and you want to keep your sizing small enough so that the losses that you take are not adding up to $1,500 worth of loss, so that you can qualify for the performance multiplier and get the rewards pool when it gets unlocked to you. So standard versus multiplier pool. So this is what it looks like if you just get it standard, which would be $4,000. But with the multiplier pool, if you meet the 40% consistency rule and you also never exceed 75% of your maximum drawdown, then with the multiplier, you can get yourself up to 6,000 with the multiplier per account. So now it's the same thing here. If you have the 5 times 150K accounts and you went live meeting the multiplier criteria, which would be $18,000 per account, that would be a total reward pool of $90,000. Wonderful. So how the rewards are earned, and this happens monthly, okay? So each account earns rewards monthly by meeting a simple, repeatable criteria. You've got your maximum monthly reward, which for, let's say, the 50K account is up to $2,000. And then you have your monthly requirements per account. So to unlock a payout, you need to achieve 5 profitable days of $250 or more per day, regardless of the size of the account. And then end the month with a profit greater than trailing drawdown. So you have to be net positive. And here's a little chart that they give you. So for the 50K, you're going to need $2,000 in required profit in order to unlock the payout. So you're evaluated independently per account, and breached accounts forfeit the remaining pool. So if you blow up, then you forfeit whatever your remaining rewards would have been. So here's an example. So 5 times 150Ks, you've got a total pool of $60,000. Your monthly payout will be $4,500 times 5, which is equal to $22,500 per month. So this is your reward pool pool, your choice. Earnings from your reward pool are fully flexible. You can cash out anytime, you withdraw real earnings, boost your account, increase your drawdown buffer and scale faster, and build a comeback fund. Save rewards to reload if an account is breached. It lets you hold them in escrow in a sense where you can use this now to reload if you breach your account. Plan rule changes. Okay, so the select 50K profit target increased from $2,500 to $3,000. The reduced 50K profit target, $2,500, was introduced as a trial as a launch of Select, and now returns to the standard $3,000 target, allowing Tradeify to offer it more flexibly across futures promotion. Applies to new accounts only. Existing accounts remain unchanged, including the reset. So this is only for something that you purchase new, right? So your MLL for the Lightning funded, this one also has an update in the risk. Your MLL is 5,250 at your maximum loss limit, and your daily loss limit will now be 3,000. So those are specific to these specific size accounts that have a slight update into some of the risk. Pricing updates is all plans are now one-time purchase only. There's no recurring billing. Up to a -3 price increase across select and growth plans. Existing subscriptions remain until canceled. And then there's new platform integrations. We got new supported platforms, Rhythmic. We've got TradeC. TradeC is a next generation trading view based platform built for modern traders, combining integrated AI features, smart lockout controls, and a slick high performance interface, with beta launching Tuesday, March 24th. Okay, this is already launched, by the way. Then you have your real-time dashboard where your instant funded activation, which is super cool. If you pass, you can be funded that same session, not the next day, but actually that same session. You can actually earn toward getting a payout that same session, which is really wild. This is kind of interesting that you can do that and pass because they have the real-time updates in the dashboard. So the dashboard now is live. It's updating real time so that you have an accurate representation of what's going on with your drawdown, an accurate representation of what's going on with your performance in that particular session so that you can make decisions based on what you see there. Also, they can pass you if you meet the criteria, and you can activate in the dashboard at that time. So into the dashboard, we have a fully integrated trade journal. This is awesome. You can track your performance, analyze trades, improve consistency. It's all in one place. This is exactly like what the tech is over at Top Step, and bringing the futures desk in to be able to do real-time journaling. And real-time journaling is crucial. If you're having trouble, if you're struggling a lot with your trading and you're not really sure where the problems lie, having real-time journaling is super, super important. This can help you. So this is another reason that I love Tradeify now. Tradeify is great. Tradeify 3.0 introduces a complete upgraded platform experience. You got faster, cleaner, and more intuitive interface, real-time performance tracking across all accounts, seamless account management and activation, fully integrated tools, no need for external platforms, everything now designed to help you focus on trading and not managing tools. So your final takeaway, you got Tradeify 3.0 is built to unlock up to $90,000 in additional rewards. We're rewarding consistent and disciplined traders. We deliver a faster, more seamless experience, and we provide better tools to improve performance. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know which account you're going to start with. Again, my code is 3879. It's a very weird code, but if you use my link, I will also get credit if you enjoy this kind of content. Drop me a comment down below, hit subscribe, hit the like button, do all those wonderful things, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.